Could you tell us about your placement year?
Yep. So in between my second and third year, I did a placement at the Walt Disney Company. So I was a finance intern for Disney Channel's emerging markets. And essentially what I did was I worked with marketing teams in 5 different territories. So these were Sub-Saharan Africa, Turkey, Israel, Greece, and Middle East, North Africa. And I worked with marketing teams to help forecast, budget, and plan their costs for the financial or fiscal year. And this would kind of include, when it comes to like quarter forecast, making sure that they forecasted their budget spend for that rest of the fiscal year correctly, and then when it came to quarter close, making sure they've actually spent their money, making sure they haven't spent too much or underspent, and they're basically bang on target. I did a lot of other things as well in placement. I had a lot of other different projects that I was able to get involved with, and it was generally a great placement year. I was lucky enough that it was paid. This kind of varies depending on industry for anyone who's interested in doing placement year, but normally if you go into kind of finance, banking, that type of thing, it's kind of guaranteed that it's going to be a paid placement, whereas I know some of my friends who did psychology placements, or if they worked for the NHS, regardless of kind of degree, and may be voluntary, or they may pay for any of like your accommodation or expenses or something like that. It kind of varies industry to industry. In terms of the rest of my placement year, I also got involved with projects like reports and drawing up reports and doing a lot of data analysis. And what else? I had a lot of perks as well, luckily enough, working for Disney. So there was actually a cinema in the Hammersmith office, and any films that Disney released, and remembering that Disney owns Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and as well as the Disney franchise, any movies that were released through that, they would air in the office cinema. So obviously I had to ask my manager, but I'd basically get paid to watch movies, which was fun. And we had like Disney Store discount as well, and freebies and a lot of other things. And I think another important project from my placement year was, so Disney does something called volunteers, but ears being Mickey Mouse ears, and we got to kind of contribute to the community, which was really great. So I basically took the initiative to organize and plan that for our emerging markets, like wider emerging markets team, and the Central Eastern European team. So there was a total of 20 of us, and we went to volunteer at a disabled children's playground, and we basically helped out there the whole day. We basically kind of cleared up the area because it was quite run down, and it was really nice to give back to the community and kind of see our contribution. So yeah.